I have never gotten out of bed faster to record a YouTube video. The Sims have released yesterday a lot more content, a whole spectrum and a whole timeline of things that we are going to be receiving from them. Explore any of our new for any of your use, or even try it all at once. Subject to change at EA's discretion. First one being seasons of selves. So when you take that sentence apart, seasons, okay, so months, different types of months, selves, different types of personalities, you know, characteristics of a person. If you put seasons and characteristics together, I feel like you could potentially get zodiac signs. Specifically with this lovely mandala, like circular design that they've created here, I feel like this could potentially have something to do with the zodiac signs. It's obviously been confirmed that this is not a color wheel, as depressing as and horrible that is. They have said that they're going to let us customize your space with color, and they gave us like a circular design, and it's not going to be a color wheel. Like, how crazy is that? So since the Sims have been around for so long, there is no Sims 5 in sight, so they're obviously working on different ways to add more content to the game to make it fun and refreshing for us to play, because we're not getting any new games anytime soon. So they are doing it through the method of kits, which are €5, and they're giving us free updates for the game. Now, they are so strong on this idea of like celebrating your Sim self. So obviously, like me creating myself in The Sims and like expressing who I am within the game. You know, I never actually do that because it is really hard. Like, there's no way of creating a person like me that is half Polish and that lives in Ireland. There's just no point. Like, there's no point of doing that. That's why I am kind of thinking with this whole idea of bringing extra culture and your expression of your seasonal self, is this going to be like a way of creating someone with zodiac signs, because obviously they're so important in everyone's life, especially these days. Everyone's obsessed with their zodiac signs, and then potentially like touching into the idea of cultures and where you're from. I really hope that this is what it's going to be. Now let's dive into all the things that it's not going to be and all the things that they're making us pay for. We are going to get 3 global fashion kits. So they have already released these 2 images, which are actually really cute. So they're like graphic designed images that are just so adorable of the 2 new kits that we are going to receive, and those are the fashion kits. Now, as nice as fashion kits sound, this is a way of Sims really cheekily making us pay to add cultures into the game, and I am absolutely just so triggered by that. So the Sims have also released that they are giving us a free update, okay, which is nice, free update with loads of new color swatches for items. So they are capable of creating like hundreds of new renders of objects. Like, look at all these new colors of things. They are capable of giving us so much of things like this that they're gonna give to us for free. But when it comes to people's expressions of their cultures, where they come from and their nationalities, they're making us pay for it. And I think that the reason why I'm so triggered by this is because I'm a Polish person that moved countries, and I have played The Sims since I was little, since the first Sims game came out. So the game has been traveling with me through like countries and through aspects of my life. And obviously we are talking a lot more about inclusivity with like when it comes to cultures, and change is coming because people are talking about it. Fair enough, the Sims are trying to somehow merge different cultures into this very basic like one culture game that The Sims is, because it's obviously based off Americans. These things should be free. When the first Sims game started, it was meant to be tools for architects and, you know, designers and stuff to use. So it was never really meant to be as deep as it is now. But now that EA have so much money and they're capable of creating these like beautiful cultural items, they're making us pay for it. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, look how massive this update is. Like, look at all these swatches. Like, these are base game things that they have updated, and they're dividing it into 2. Like, so they're dividing it into getting more basic items and cultures, and they're making us pay for them. Oh my god, I just don't understand. So the nice thing about this is that they're actually, to create these kits, they're actually working with artists from, you know, that area. So for example, here they're working with this artist from India, which is actually so adorable. She's a fashion designer. They're taking first-hand experiences to create these packs, and this is actually, it's lovely and it's beautiful, and it's crediting the artist and the culture of where it's from. And I think that also the items that they've created are really gorgeous, and they're authentic to, you know, the area. But this should be added to bit by bit as free content, not as something that we have to pay for. Similarly with this one's inspired by South Korea, and it is gorgeous. They're allowing people from that region to speak about what they want to be in that kit, and you know, it is really inclusive and it is really nice. And actually this one in particular talks about the like airports and stuff, and that's what my art was about in college. So I really just, as soon as I heard this, that technological advanced airports and like how airports are places for so many cultures to meet, and airports are such interesting areas in my opinion, that I really liked this. So this idea of them really intensively working with an artist from that region to create something that's really authentic, that is gorgeous. But again, like these should be like free updates, because we shouldn't have to pay to express our nationalities, I guess. They're creating one from South Korea, they're creating one from India. That's €5 for this one, €5 for that one. But what about all the other nationalities? When are they going to be included? And are we going to have to pay €5 for all of them? That's my question. Now, I have heard on the Sims community Twitter page that a modder is adding a create the world tool to Sims 4. And that's like a modder creating this mod for the Sims. So this could be really interesting, working alongside with what they're already releasing into the game. So I could create a world that's inspired by Poland, and then I could feel more close to my nationality and be able to actually express my Sim self. Sims are going about this in a very strange way. Like they're really trying to give us like inclusivity and making everyone be expressive with their Sim self, but they're going about it in a very strange way, and I don't know if I like it. Now, without saying that, I'm really excited to have so many more interesting colors added to this, like the swatches of the items. Sims swatches are pathetic, the Sims 4 ones in particular, and since they're not giving us a color wheel, at least they got out of their comfort zone to give us a lot more swatches, so that is great. And they're not going to charge us for that, which I think is very suspicious and very strange. So it's like almost they're trying to mask the fact that, look, we're giving you all of this for free, so let's pay for some nationalities, huh? That's gonna be normal, isn't it? I'm going to leave all of these beautiful articles on the EA page linked down below, so if you want to have a look at all of the ideas behind these new kits, they are in a way, in my head, worth it, because they're really making this authentic and really nice. Like, it's done really nicely, to be fair to them. I'm going to buy this, obviously, because I'm just obsessed with The Sims and I'm very passionate about the game. I just feel like someone that's from India shouldn't have to spend €5 on it. That's like when that Moroccan pack came out. Like, it was beautiful, it was lovely, it was done so nicely, but like we had to pay so much money for it, for something that like I just feel like should be included in the game. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this in this video, but I just feel like I needed to really share it. I was actually just looking through some comments of what people are saying about the kit. Someone said over here in a comment I've read that, great that EA are trying to represent so many cultures, but no one should have to pay to have their culture represented in their game. But someone then saying that, knowing that there is a real designer behind this and it's going to be faithful to the culture, I'm happy to pay the $5 for these kits. I just hope that those designers are paid well. So there is just so much that's involved in this. I don't know how to feel about it. And someone then like, guys, the windows are finally matching everything. I hope you can understand why I'm so distressed and how I really wanted to create this video, but I just really want The Sims to do well. You know, people are always going to be unhappy in a certain way, and there's no way you can please everyone, and I totally understand that. But I guess I just wanted to create this video because people have been talking about cultures in The Sims for so long, but only when everyone starts talking about it that The Sims will actually hear us. So this is just another video so that potentially The Sims can listen to us and make sure that they do things correctly. Because just like any topic in this world right now, it needs to be brought up to people's attention. It needs to be talked about so that things can be done the proper way, so that everyone can feel included. So everything is linked down below if you'd like to read all about this yourself. If you'd like to feed into the drama, definitely do. But this is just my take on what The Sims are trying to give us now and what they're going to be taking money from us for. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video with anyone else that you think might like it. Everything is linked for you down below. I am going to go now now and see what kind of swatches they have put into the game, because I can see that my Sims has just updated apparently. So let's give that a go. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.